What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Vols will get us started with the opening kickoff. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So Texas's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. If you make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long. So I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Moore. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Let's take just a moment here and talk a little about Texas. Top 5 up to this point is really good. It's staying there as we get closer to the playoff. It becomes a huge challenge.
They just need to focus on winning right now. They're in position as a top 5 team to reach the college football playoff, but you've got to keep winning, and that's got to be the mindset. And coming into today, they have to bring their A game to the field.
And we're still in the middle of the season, so there's so many ways to still make a good impression for this squad, and we still have conference championships for some. We have great matchups that will decide, just like we've seen in past years, right? Comes down the stretch, who's playing the best.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He's got it on the move. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Newton. The coverage team maintains this discipline, not much doing on that return. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the...
And the defense gets home with the pressure and knocking down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. Defender got caught, little handsy with that jersey, and it'll cost him. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Flushed out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll bring it out. It's Newton. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. The Vols will hustle to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The short hands, it's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. The Volunteers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. One final play before the end of the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Now the play fake. fires to the wideout. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Back to pass, it's Manning. This time he's got his man. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him.
It's a seam wide open. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. South Carolina showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. And the Volunteers want to move quickly.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The toss to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vols are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. On the ground, it's Thomas. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in at the 40. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll run play action. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have...
He's loose. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. The Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Manning. Fires left. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Almost a D-lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be 3rd down.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away, because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. Coming out with it, it's Newton. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They find themselves in maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. To throw, it's Aguilar. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. A little over half a minute to play before halftime as they take over 1st and 10. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking downfield very late in the half. Outside the pocket, lets it go. A strike downfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to throw is Aguilar. He's going for a big play downfield. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a great one today in Knoxville so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running to Green. It's a running room. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Staley. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's the handoff. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Volunteers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here comes the heat. Touchdown Volunteers! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I tell you what, this part of the field, once you start getting in the red zone and the field shrinks, you got more big bodies on the field. The running threat is real. Tight ends come on the field, and what happens? Run a little play action off of it, get it to the big fella. Nice plucking it out of the sky, getting the touchdown.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Throws to the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Rifles it down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Handoff from the shotgun. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the grab. It's Staley. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Vols will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab over the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Texas! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was far from the friendly confines of Lavelle Edwards Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And something that they do really, really well, and running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Vols will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got it near midfield. And the returner goes down. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Motion from the wideout. Leaves it with the back. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Manning. He fires to the left side. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Gets it to him on the screen. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. So they're closing in on a solid top 25 win for the resume, in addition to holding off any thoughts of an upset.
Well, they were very anxious and eager, too, to make a statement to the entire country just how dominant they were themselves. They wanted to prove it to everybody else. They wanted to prove it to their opponent here today. They dominated in all 3 phases.
And now they put the college football world on notice. That was a nice win. You get these top 25 wins, they're big for your resume, big for your confidence, and everybody else starts to look at you a little bit more seriously.
And the Longhorns back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Carter. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Volunteers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the returner will be knocked down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Pocket breaking down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only